guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited for this video because of the fact that I'm doing a full face using all drugstore makeup. I know you guys really love it when I do these videos, so I decided to sit down and film it for you guys today as my first video with my new equipment. I'm so excited. I don't know, I can't stop smiling. I have been off of YouTube for like 2 to 3 weeks, 2 weeks because I was getting a whole new setup. I have now a ring light and a new camera, so I'm super excited. And yeah, if you guys want to know how I got this look, then please continue watching. Oh, and please don't forget to subscribe. I love you. Bye. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be picking up my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, and I'm gonna be applying that in my problem areas, which is my T-zone. Obviously, we all have problems there, or the majority of us, and I'm gonna just be applying that. This is so nice. I really love this product because it really smooths out your skin. It makes your pores feel invisible. I really love this. So I'm not a big primer girl, but this one really caught me. So yeah, you guys, this ring is disturbing me. I can't. Yeah, much better. So that would be my primer. It's one of my favorite primers at the drugstore. You guys should really try it. If you don't have it, you should try it because it's really good. And for foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse, and I use this in the shade Caramel Dark number 2. Okay, so now to apply my foundation, I'm just going to be stippling my brush inside my foundation and applying it directly on my face. So I basically just paint it on like this and go in circular motions. Stippling circular. What I really love about the Dream Matte Mousse is that it's so full coverage. You can really build up your coverage. I mean, the only downside I will find to this foundation is that it doesn't last as long as I would love it to, because it lasts, but it would start creasing on you like after a few hours. So I don't know, maybe if you find a good primer at the drugstore, a long-lasting primer or something like that, then it wouldn't crease as much. But this starts to crease on you like crazy after a few hours. That's the only downside I will find to this. But if you're not a person that really wears makeup for a long period of time, this foundation is great, and you can build it up and have it like looking flawless. Okay, so now for my concealer, I'm gonna be using my favorite concealer. I really use this concealer so much, it's ridiculous. I love it. It's my favorite concealer. It's the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer, and it's in the shade Cool Tan. I really use this a lot. I need to get a replacement because this is about to leave me. So I'm gonna just apply it downwards like this. A little here. And remember to always highlight the areas that you want to look lifted and that you want to stand out, because the areas that you highlight are the areas that are gonna stand out more. So yeah, and I basically would do this with my Real Technique sponge or a beauty blender, but I'm just sticking with my brush for today because my sponges are dirty and I just didn't want to wash them, so let's stick with what we have. And I put my concealer like this because I want my face to look lifted. So if you want your face to look lifted, you just apply your concealer upwards. And I want to like highlight my nose because it's so small and it's so flat on its own, so it needs a little help. So that's why I always highlight it. So now to set the places that I highlighted, I'm going to be using the LA Colors I Heart Makeup Contour Palette, and I'm going to be using this yellow shade right here. It looks super beautiful and I really love that shade for highlighting. So yeah, I'm going to be using this with this little pointed tapered brush, and I'm going to be highlighting my under eye. Let's see. This makes a world of a difference. You guys have no idea. Now to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using this Jordana Forever Flawless Pressed Powder in the shade Warm Amber. And I'm going to be just tapping this all over the rest of my face with a big powder brush. So I'll just go over all. Okay, so now I'm going in with my eyes, and for that I'm going to be using these two palettes right here. First, I'm going to be using this one by, I don't even know the brand because it like totally worn off, but I know I got this at the drugstore and it's beautiful. I love all these shades. And the other palette that I'm going to work with is this one from Profussion. I love this palette. It's one of my favorites from the drugstore and it's beautiful. So I'm going to be using these two palettes. I'm just going in first with my transition color. That's going to be this shade right here. It fell and it broke and I almost died. So I haven't used this palette in a hot minute because I haven't been filming with drugstore products. So I'm excited to be using these palettes once again. Let's see. I'm gonna be using this in Windshield Wiper Motion. You see the pigment in this palette and it's like a drugstore palette. It's like $5. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love it. I'm going in Windshield Wiper Motions from the inner corner to the outer corner. I love this eyeshadow so much. I just remembered like how much I used to be ride or die for this eyeshadow palette. It's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing the same thing with the other eye. I'm just going in with this shadow right here on a fat blending brush, and I'm gonna be going in Windshield Wiper Motion from the inner corner to the outer corner. I just want this to be blown out and smoky. I love this eyeshadow palette so much, you guys. I wish, like, I think I'm gonna do my best to like find the name. Matte Profussion matte shade, but I'm gonna try my best to like link it or find it somewhere and just put the name to see if you guys will be able to find it, because this eyeshadow palette is so beautiful and it's so affordable. You guys, this is no joke. Look how beautiful that is. I'm in love. and I'm beyond excited right now because I get to like zoom in and you guys can see me so much better now because I have like a ring light and I have a whole new camera, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My footage has stepped up its game, and that's why I've been like so long without filming, because I wanted to improve my quality for you guys, you know. So I'm so glad that I finally get the chance to do that. So yeah, I'm excited. And now I'm gonna move on to the other palette. I think I'm not gonna use that palette. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna use that palette at all because I cannot even find where I got that palette. So I'm just gonna stick to this one. And I'm gonna be using this shade right here. Right here. And I'm gonna be blending that as well, but I'm gonna focus mainly on the outer corner. I want to stamp it first because I got too much, and this is crazy pigmented. Damn. So now all I want to do is like just brighten up the inner corner because I do not want to do anything much more crazy than this. So I'm gonna take like this cream shade right here. That's dirty. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna just highlight my inner corners and also my brow bone. Okay, now for eyeliner, I'm gonna be using my absolute favorite. It's the Maybelline Gel Studio in the shade Blackest Black, and I just use it on a little tapered brush like this, and I really love this. I'm almost like to the bottom. It's so good, it's so creamy, and I love it. So I'm gonna be just lining my eyes like I usually do. I'm gonna show you one so that you guys can see. Okay, so I just start by drawing a line outwards like this. And then I'm just gonna fill in the gaps. I want to keep this really low on the inner corners. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So my liner is officially on point. I really love it this way. So now I'm just gonna be applying my lashes. These are the Ardell Fairy Lashes, and I'll be right back. So my lashes are officially on. Now I'm gonna move on to my under eye area. I'm gonna do my lower lash line mascara, and I'm gonna be using this one. This is the Extreme Infinite Lash, and I'm just gonna be applying that on my lower lash line. Like, I barely have any hairs down here, so don't expect to see much. Okay, so eyes are done. Now I'm gonna move on to the rest of my face. First things first, I'm gonna be bronzing up on my face with my Baby. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Golden, and it looks like this. I've had this bronzer for so long, and it barely is going down. The dent is barely going down. I've had this so long, and I love this, and I just use it with a brush like this. And I'm just gonna be like bronzing up my skin. I'm not doing any precise contour, I'm just bronzing. So that's it. I want to like contour my nose a little, just a little bit, because I don't normally contour my nose, but I will for the sake of this video. Okay, so to contour my nose, I'm gonna be using the same palette that I used like to highlight my face, and I'm gonna be taking these two shadows right here. These two bronzers, I mean, shadows. And I'm just gonna barely like I'm not really big on contour, so at first it's gonna look a little crazy. Okay, so for blush, I'm gonna be using the exact brand. This is from Profussion, and I'm just gonna be taking this blush right here, and I'm gonna be applying that to my cheek. But the way I apply my blush is I do it in upward motions, because I like everything to look lifted and structured and defined. So I just apply it upwards. This is a lot of blush. Let me just do both. So I just go upwards like this and fan it for up. That's a lot of blush. It's pigmented as well, so let me just find something like to so yeah, I go upwards with it instead of right here, because I feel like that's when you can like tend to get like clown face if you just stick right here. So I don't do that. Okay, so now if you guys have any highlight, you guys can apply that. I only have like a few highlights, and they're not exactly like from the drugstore, but they're really affordable highlights. So I do not have one from the drugstore right now, but I have this like Carli Bybel palette that I really love. This highlighting shade right here. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that, just a little. Right there. Little. Right there. Okay, so now for lips, I'm gonna be going in with this chubby liner, and I'm gonna just be lining my lips, obviously. And I'm gonna be applying my favorite lipstick of all times. Like, this is one of my favorite lipsticks. It's broken, like the top completely falls off. I've used this so many times. This little lipstick is like my life. I love this so much, and it's the Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Sugar Plum Fairy.